Okay, hey YouTube, it's me, Jay. And I'm here with my oldest daughter. Everyone else is gone. They're at a birthday party. Anyway, so I got a question from a fellow homeschool friend from our Facebook thing. It's like YouTube homeschool something community. Anyway, if you haven't checked it out, you should check out the Facebook page. It's really cool. But anyway, so the question that she asked is like basically what made us decide to homeschool. I have to admit that what made me decide to homeschool was the fact that my kids weren't really happy at public school. Janaya, this one here, she had an issue with a teacher hitting her. We, went to the school, we talked about it with them. They basically did nothing, kind of swept it under the rug as if, how can we prove that? And there was just nothing basically done about it at all. And she was about to retire anyway, so they just really didn't care about it at all. That's the main reason why I really wanted to homeschool, because I feel as if they kind of sweep everything that the parents say or do under the rug as if we don't know any better. We're just kind of, dumb parents that just, whenever our child comes home and cries, we go crazy and we're like, what's going on? We turn into mama bear because our child is crying, as if we don't see that every day. We know that kids cry. We get that. But I don't think that they really take parents, they don't take parents seriously like they should if a certain situation is presented. They didn't like riding the bus. They tried riding the bus a couple times. Well, one year they didn't care for it. The bus driver would try to leave them sometimes, or he was just a jerk. Let them tell it. He wasn't
Mr. London.
He wasn't friendly, right? No, he wasn't friendly. I don't see why my kids will lie about that. I'd said this many times to the the people at the school, and that was another thing. They just sweep it under the rug like it's nothing. That's my main problem. I don't like to be shushed. I don't like to be treated as if I'm stupid. I don't know any better. I don't think that they understand that if it was your child, you would be just as concerned if it was your kid. It's just the lack of respect for parents. They don't give us enough respect or enough credit for what we're doing or we try to do with our kids. If we didn't care, they would be saying things about us not caring. So when we come, it's like, oh, well, now you whine too much. So I mean, what do you expect from a parent, especially a parent that cares? What do you want us to do? So that, and what else made us homeschool was just the things that they teach in general. My daughter had one instance. What was the guy, James Weldon Johnson? Yeah. She did a project. She had a project where she had to make a person out of a soda bottle. And we chose James Weldon Johnson. They had a list of things you could choose from, but we didn't want to do the typical Martin Luther King, Madam C.J. Walker. They always choose the same people. We chose James Weldon Johnson, and the teacher was like, who is that? She didn't even know who he was. And to me, that was really strange. Just a lot of, I don't think they're going as much in depth as I would. And I feel like the kids start to lack things. They're teaching them such basic, bare minimum basic information that to me it's not enough. And it's not fair to the kids because they're missing out on really what they should know, just as their identity, who they are. And my children are African American. They should know a lot about their culture besides slavery, besides the basic Martin Luther King or Rosa Parks. There are so many more people to know about besides those people. I feel like for minorities in general, not just African Americans, minorities in general are really, they're swept under the rug. They get this much information and then everyone else gets, the rest of it. And it's just not, it doesn't seem fair to me. That's another reason. Oh, what's the biggest reason of all? I don't have to get up and take them to school.
Lazy.
I don't have to take them to school in the morning. Lazy. I don't want to. I don't like getting up. As a parent, I don't know about y'all, but I'm not a morning person. I enjoy sleeping in my bed in the morning. And if we homeschool, that means we don't have to get up and transport nobody nowhere. We can stay in the house, pajamas, slippers, in drawers if that's what we want to do.
We don't do
no transportation whatsoever needed. We enjoy our time at home. And we get to be closer as a family.
Because I'm always on some plan.
Oh, okay. All right, so that's our reason for choosing to homeschool. Say bye, Naya. Bye, y'all. Don't stare at the camera and be like, so weird.